Welcome to another edition of Joel Davis Media Network. I know it's probably not going to be a lot of people come in because I have not streamed in months, almost 2 months actually. But I'm here now, so I might as well go ahead on and give you guys an update on what's going on with me. If you have not tuned into the channel, or your first time tuning in, please do me a favor. Go ahead on and stick around. If you like it, hit the like button. If not, it's all going through a whole lot of trauma with my the first time I started this channel. I wanted to be a outspoken advocate for being a conservative, like the likes of Brandon Tatum, ABL. Shout out to my dogs, ABL. Also, with the likes of my man's Black Conservative Perspective and Craig Craig Long 45. Even though he came a little after me with streaming, and all the other greats of the conservative movement, black or white, that has inspired me along the way. Well, we accomplished the goal. We got Donald J. Trump voted in. Things are slowly coming back to normal. I mean, there's some things that, we got to be patient on. But for the most part, Trump is doing what he says he's doing. But at the end of the day, I feel like that I should take another route. Because I have been doing the conservative thing now for about 5 years. And don't get it twisted. I love reporting on what's going on in the conservative community. I don't mind talking about, the crime and stuff of that nature. But I'm to a point in my life now that I want to evolve in doing something different with social media, and use my platform for other great purposes. Because I'm going to tell y'all like this. It's exhausting talking about what's going on in political conservative news. It's very exhausting. It is very tiring. It sucks. It really does now, because it seems like it's the same old, same old. Example given with the situation going on with the kid, the track star that stabbed the home team football player, white kid. They stabbed him. They stabbed him in the chest. You got people trying to create him as the victim, when in the end of the day, it was a kid that lost their life because of foolishness, and no one won't talk about that. And it just so many things. Yeah, in Fresco. Yeah, it's so many things that has really mentally worn on me, that I just don't want to do all of my content on all this shit anymore. And I know it sounds fucked up, and that's what I started on, but I just feel like that the direction I'm going is not being beneficial to my brand and what I'm trying to do. I mean, for example, this channel right here, I can't even get this channel monetized, even if I wanted to, because the main channel is connected to, they have disbarred for life. My other channel that I got, my Patriot News Live, a lot of people don't know nothing about that channel, and it's hard to get people over there. I have to do shorts, and don't get me wrong, I don't mind doing shorts. I really don't. But then again, I have to stick to a brand of, once again, talking about what's going on with politics and the news. And I just think that at this point, I'm exhausted. I know that sounds crazy, and I don't want to be like, what's that guy name? Lucas, Pucus Lucas, whatever, Lucas. I don't want to be like him, because a lot of these guys get tired of doing certain content. They try to go to the opposite side, like, all right, I'm gonna try to do woke content. I don't want to do that either. Hell no, it's not my thing. That's not my brand. But I have been dibbling in sports. I've been doing a lot of sports gambling in general. I have been working on my cooking aspects in my life, spending time more with my wife and my family. So I don't know. I know I'm going a different direction. I'll probably still be on, keep this channel open. I can't monetize off of it. I can't really do anything with it. Like, this how bad it is with this channel here. If I was to get a new phone today, I would lose all access to you guys on this channel, because this channel would be still up, but I can't post nothing on there. I couldn't stream on there, because the main channel is connected to is forever canceled, if you get my drift. So it's one of those loopholes is why I'm able to talk to you guys. And I hate that I have to start from scratch like that, but it is what it is. I mean, ain't nothing I can do about it. This is one of those situations where ain't nothing I can do. So with that being said, I am probably leaning on more of giving people life advice on this channel and talk about things that's going on with Reddit stories and just regular crime stories that from time to time. This channel probably gonna be more of a conservative, straightforward, entertainment-like channel. Let's put it that way. Entertainment channel, basically. I just that's the only thing I could think of that would make me set myself apart from everyone else, because I feel like for the past 5 years I've been sounding like everybody else. And shout out also to my dog Jericho Green. He's been a great mentor too. But it's just that it's time for me to try to do something different. The MAGA movement is still alive. Please believe that. Don't think that it's dead because I'm doing something different. It's just that at this point of the game, we have accomplished our goals of not only getting President Trump in presidency, but we have spread so much truth out there that people can easily look up and compare our notes and our references to see that what we're saying is the truth. So now we've done that. We've accomplished what we have accomplished. And I'm grateful being a part of that movement. Whether I didn't do as much as many people did, or if people think I did above and beyond, I'm still grateful for that. And I've had some great times on the broadcast. Y'all guys helped me out when I was homeless, and that's real shit. I was homeless and for almost 2 months, couch surfing, and y'all looked out for my family. Y'all raised enough for me to get a down payment on an apartment, and I would never ever forget that, because that's how much y'all showed y'all was loyal to me as my fan base. And my fan base is small. It's not like some people. I know some people around here got like 100,000, 200,000 fans. Yeah, I only got my skimpy 12,000 fans, but you know what? Y'all showed me loyalty whenever I needed y'all, and that was a blessing. Same thing with my TikTok. I still got fans there. People still pop in every time I go live and say, "Hey, man, what's up with you? How you doing?" So the loyalty is still there, and I appreciate that. I really do. And I just don't want nobody to think that I just dropped off the face of the earth and said, "Screw it. I don't want to be doing this anymore." It's just that I'm trying to take a different approach on my brand because I don't want to sound like every conservative guy in the room anymore. Because if you think about it, a lot of us sound almost the same with just the delivery is different. And I think that sometimes somebody has to be the unicorn. And I think that it's time for me to do just that. I want to be the unicorn of this genre. So to be that, I just want to kind of cover mostly everything that I can try to possibly cover when it comes to, news. So with that being stated, I know a lot of people want to know my thoughts about the Shannon Sharp situation because I know a lot of people have came at me and told me about that. So I'm going to give y'all my 2 cents on the Shannon Sharp situation. So if you're not a sports person that follows me, there is a Hall of Famer, NFL Hall of Famer, Shannon Sharp, who was in the league back in the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s before he retired. And he is a tight end. Guy was exceptionally good at playing football. Then after he did that, he got into broadcasting. Now, when he got into broadcasting, he did pretty good with a couple of gigs, but he finally got a shot by Skip Bayless to be on the Fox network. And then after he did a couple of years there with Skip Bayless, I think about 2 or 3 seasons. I don't know how many seasons, but they had a dispute about that NBA woke stuff. They didn't like what Skip Bayless posted on the Twitters, and hey, him and Skip got into it. And Skip told him to put his glasses back on. You're not gonna do nothing. And all the black people went crazy saying that this white man was bullying him. But anyway, then he went over to Woke ESPN. Y'all know Woke ESPN, you know what I mean? You go to Woke ESPN, that's supposed to be a accomplishment to all the Wokians. Now, he was asked to go over there by my man's Stephen A. Smith. You know, the guy that starting to say that he wants to be the new he wants to be the new leader of the Democrat Party. He want to be the president for 2028. He want to run for president for 2028. I think that's pretty funny. But yeah, that's what he says. But anyway, he got Shannon Sharp on the show. Thank you. I appreciate you, nice guy, Alexandra. I'm here, man. I'm gonna start coming. Like I said, I'm changing the platform a little bit. We're still gonna be a conservative channel. I'm just gonna be on expanding on more everyday life stuff and advice. Anyway, he got on that show, and y'all know, if you ever heard, he had the podcast that Cat Williams was on and set the world on fire. So we're talking about success on top of success on top of success on steroids. But there's one problem that Shannon Sharp did not practice. And I'm going to be 100% transparent on this. And y'all can definitely follow your boy on this. He did not have penis discipline. Now, I know a lot of y'all going to ask me, Joel, what is penis discipline? We're about to get to that in a minute. So Shannon Sharp decided that it was cool at his 52-year-old age to hook up with a very uh what I call it clout chasing 19-year-old girl. Now I don't know how they met. They said it was OnlyFans, but I've seen her pictures. I understand, Shannon, why you went crazy over this little young thing. Okay, she got a nice build. She's young, but at the same time, when she should have told you her age, you should have just walked away. Like them aunties and them uncles do when they hear them age of them young folks. They be like, "I'm good, baby. That's fine, baby. Just do your thing. I'm good." That's somebody else. That's right. Mega proud. You damn right. Mega proud always, baby. Anyway, his crazy ass got into a relationship with this girl. Oh yeah, he's 56 now, but this is when he was with her, he was around 52. So this was 4 years ago now. The girl is like 22 now. So it's like 3 years ago. So anyway, he turned around and started having a relationship with this girl. And when he did that, all of a sudden, yeah, hit me up, my email. All of a sudden, they in this relationship, this situationship. I wouldn't even call it a situationship. I would call it more of uh, uh, a fuck buddy relationship, because when you in a friends with benefits relationship, okay, the benefit is you get to play with this young girl and play to be her master as a role player BDSM, and she is your submissive. Well, during that time, something happened. I don't know what the breakdown was. Maybe Shannon was not paying enough duckies, or maybe he came to a realization, wait a minute, this ain't a good look. I'm 50 something years old. She's 19. We having sex every chance we get, and I'm gonna look like a straight perv. So maybe I need to back away. I don't know what all happened, but they had a breakdown in this friends with benefit relationship. After that happened, uh, she decided to basically tell Shannon Sharp and his team, well, you know what, since you did that, and I'm quite sure she was aware she didn't sign no NDA, and an NDA, if you don't know what that means, it's a non-disclosure agreement that can last for how many years that you agree upon before you start messing with somebody as a celebrity, which most celebrity does with every relationship, even if it's another celebrity. They all sign this agreement, not to divulge details. But anyway, I guess he didn't do that, and she realized it. She was like, "Yo, I'm gonna tell everybody that you a nasty old man. You like to do some nasty things." Well, Shannon, his crazy behind, I guess, decided to talk with his team, and his team offered her at first, hey, $10 million, keep it quiet, you go away, we'll act like this never happened, lesson learned, long live and forget. Well, she wasn't having it. When it got time to do the final negotiations, she decided to go with Tony Bugsby. And you don't know who Tony Bugsby is. This guy is a complete slime ball. And that's why I tell you why he's a slime ball. Because he is guaranteed to try to make any situation way worse than what it is. This is the guy that has gotten Diddy caught up with so many accusations that now people are starting to find out a lot of these accusations are false. Now, I'm not standing up for Diddy. Diddy is just as dirty as the allegations against him. But, some people are really on it for clout chasing. And that is being exposed as we speak. So Tony Busby got her to make an announcement that they filed a lawsuit against Shannon Sharp for $50 million. Side note, Shannon Sharp gets this announcement exactly after days, I mean days, from making a day, not even 24 hours, after making an announcement that he was working on a deal for both of his podcasts, the Nightcap with Oshino, Chad Oshinko or whatever his name is, his partner that's also an NFL Hall of Famer, and Club Shay Shay. He was getting $100 million deal, and as soon as that came out, I guess Tony Buzz was like, all right, let's do it. Let's roll it out. So now he's released a statement saying, no, this ain't true. And he released the text messages. And oh my God, text messages are eye-opening. You can tell that this girl was a freak, just like she was a freak. She got things, and you have to look for it for yourself. But I'll give you an example of some of the texts. Some of the text is, I want you to put a dog collar around my neck, daddy. One said, I want you to, I want to have your big black baby. I mean, crazy stuff that you would hear from a porno. Now, she responded that this is just proof that she's right. But in the court, in public opinion so far, it ain't looking like she's a victim. It looking like she's clout chasing. But because of all this going on, he had to step away from ESPN. I don't know what's going on with his podcast. He's still signed with Colin Hurd. Colin Hurd might tell him, nah, man, don't do no podcast right now. You got too much going on. A guest might bring it up. I don't know what he's going to do with all his other stuff. But I do know that right now, it is affecting his money flow, because if he got any sponsors, I know they halting to do any business right now because of what this woman has alleged. So the moral of the story is, guys, that get money, is quit fucking with these OnlyFans and Instagram model girls. They clout chase, even the ones that's old. I know some of y'all be like, well, what about the ones that's older? That's in their 30s and 40s. They clout chasers too. All these bras on these that want attention like that are clout chasers. You got to protect yourself. What Shannon Sharp should have done is, if he wanted that type of lifestyle or wanted to get with a woman like that, first and foremost, he should have investigated what type of girl she was, for one. Number two, he should have had her sign an NDA before they even start getting busy. Number three, I know, man, it's been a long time, homie, but I'm back. I'm keeping it fresh. Number three, what he should have done, like on some real shit, what he should have done is said, all right, I don't think this is gonna work because of our age difference, because your maturity level, because of the conversations we having. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get with somebody in the Hollywood circles. Happy birthday, Angelo! Get somebody in those circles and try to find me a chick that's cool with BDSM. That's what these fixers do in Hollywood. They find you people like that. He could have found him one, had all the fun he want. So now that answer y'all question, because I know a lot of y'all black folks that's woke be asking Shannon Sharp all the time, why don't he date black women? Well, I tell you why. I tell you why he don't date black women, because they don't do BDSM like he want them to do. Because this girl was hardcore for it. So you can imagine dog collar. They had some crazy stuff going on. Some real crazy role playing. And so, I don't know, man. I really think that on this one, that Shannon Sharp screwed himself, because this could have been prevented. All you had to do was stick with people your age. And this is a prime example. And people that's in your circle. Like my mama used to tell me, and my grandma, they tell me that all the time. They said, son, deal with people that got as much to lose as you do when you put them in your circle. I'm going to say it again. Deal with people that's got as much to lose as you do when you put them in your circle. And that's the truth. If you got somebody that's riding off your coattails and they ain't got nothing to lose, they just riding with you just to get on the come up. You don't need that. You need somebody that's already got a come up, already established and is invested. That's what you need to do. And then you go from there, man. But yeah, I mean, like I said, Shannon Sharp is crazy. I would have never done that. Never in my wildest dreams would I went with no girl that young. She would have told me her age, or I would have seen her age. And I know sometimes they lie about their age that they really they 19 or 18 and they really be old as shit. But if she would have told me her government was really 19, oh no sir, I'm good. Nah, mama, you can like me from afar. I wouldn't even subscribe to your OnlyFans. Fuck all that. Let's see what else we got going on in the news. That I could think of that people are talking about. Oh yeah, yes. The guy that supposedly got taken away illegally from the U.S. I have one thing to say about that. The media will sell you some bullshit in a heartbeat. That man is as dangerous as they come. Look, we voted for Trump to do one job and one job only. And that job is to protect the United States of America. Trump made a promise on the campaign trail and on the night that he accepted his victory, that he would stop these these dangerous illegal aliens running around in the U.S. and get them out of here. And that's what he's doing. Now, yes, this guy was bad. Now, the only wrong thing they did was they deported him without due process at that time. But even if they would have done the due process, he still would have wound up in El Salvador. And guess what? All that crime that they did, El Salvador hooked him up. They're like, all right, we'll take you out of the Supermax prison. We'll put you in a nicer prison. They put him in a nicer prison. He still ain't coming back. So what is everybody tripping about? He's a bad guy. His rap sheet is as long as hell. He beat on his old lady, all that. You know, I try to tell that to one of my family members, and they try to say, well, just because he got gang apparel doesn't mean he's a gang member. Son, I was telling that person at the time, like, yo, I don't know, I said, son, listen, it doesn't matter. If I have gang paraphernalia on me or with me and I'm around those type of gang members, 9 out of 10, they ain't gonna let me sport that shit unless I'm part of them. That's how gang members work. You think gang members just let anybody sport their gang shit? Yeah, man, listen, man, you my dog, so you my homie. I know you ain't part of the gang. Here, just put this on. No, they don't know how that works. You have to be a member, not affiliated, not no freaking contract. You gotta be in the gang to wear their gang shit. And if you wearing it and you around them and they ain't put no paws on you, you damn right you a part of the clique. So yeah, this guy was a menace. We do not need him. He's at right where he needs to be, in jail in El Salvador. Because El Salvador is not playing. Shout out to their president over there. They're not playing, man. He is cleaning up El Salvador. You're not going to El Salvador selling drugs and acting the damn fool. You will go bye-bye. They are not playing with that shit. They are serious. They are tired of being having to bury people for bullshit. And I'm with them. I salute them. But anyway, I am about to get up here. Got to go to work today. But I want to give a special shout out to you guys. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for always worrying about me. Again, I am evolving this channel here as an advice channel. And I'm probably going to do the same with Patriot News Live as well. Because I'm just to the point now that, like I said, I don't want to sound like every other conservative commentator, because it's just getting to be very the same redundant stuff. And I think it's time for me to put some light that we as conservatives are more than just the news, more than just worrying about the economy and stuff like that, that we actually have common sense. We actually can give advice and help others. All right, y'all. Take care of yourself and each other.